And a good evening and welcome back here to the Leitchfield City Park. We're getting ready to get underway here for Game 2 of our doubleheader between the Grayson County Lady Cougars and the Christian Academy of Louisville Lady Centurions. As the Lady Cougars, I guess you could say, lost the toss, and they're going to be the away team in today's game. Christian Academy will be the home team. As the Grayson County Lady Cougars line up, it'll be KIPER, Bratcher, Davis, Riggs, Stevenson, Dotson, JARBOE, Riggs, Schultz, Mallory, Lindsay will be in the circle. And the starting pitcher for Cal will be Ava Manning. The first pitch is in there for a called strike, and this game is underway here in Game 2 of our doubleheader. The Lady Cougars won Game 1 by a final score of 18-2. Annie KIPER is the leadoff hitter for the Lady Cougars, and she swings over top of the second pitch from Ava Manning. Manning, the starting pitcher for the Lady Centurions. She's 3-3 with a 6.22 ERA. She strikes out batters at a high rate. So that pitch is outside for ball one. In 36 innings pitched, she has just shy of 50 strikeouts. So she's averaging over a strikeout per inning. The 1-2-strike pitch to the sophomore KIPER is fouled off to the right side, out of play. KIPER has been swinging the bat very well as of late. In the last game, she just missed a home run to left center field and doubled into right center. Manning's pitch to KIPER winds, and there's a fly ball left center field. She struck that one well, but the left fielder Rayleigh is under for the first out of the inning. KIPER's really hitting the ball very well, as it's just good to see. I mean, when the ball gets in play, good things can happen, especially when you get it into the outfield, especially with the sun starting to set. It's something that we're going to have to keep an eye on. Addie Bratcher will come in for Grayson County, and the first pitch is called strike at the knees for the sophomore Bratcher. Ava Manning, a quick worker, the sophomore, winds and fires. There's a fly ball to the right side, and it's going to drop fair ball inside the line, and there's a base hit for Addie Bratcher. As that was a little bloop hit down the right side, and it lands probably about a foot inside the fair line, and there's a hit for Grayson County to start off with. Shelby Davis will come in for the Lady Cougars. Davis, of course, we think back to last Friday night. She had 2 home runs in the game against Edmonson County. She watches the first pitch, a ball low at the knees. Like we said in the first game, it is just an absolutely perfect day for softball here at Leitchfield City Park. As the second pitch is fouled off behind the plate, that'll make our count go to 1-1 strike. As there's a wind now that, in fact, the wind has shifted. It's now kind of blowing towards our backs. In the first game, it was blowing towards our faces, which is blowing in. Now it's starting to blow, I guess in a way, it's blowing, I guess, towards right field. So it's moving a little bit. The 1-1 pitch is high and outside for ball 2. Wind had a little bit of an effect in the first game, as there were some fly balls that just make it just ever so more difficult to defend. So the 2-1 strike pitch to Shelby Davis, the sophomore. The pitch is a ground ball to the right side. The second baseman, Thompson, will throw on to first to get the out, but Bratcher will advance to second. So 4-3 on the putout, and the Lady Cougars have a runner in scoring position here with 2 down. Autumn Riggs will be the batter for Grayson County. She just missed a home run in Game 1. Pitch called, strike on the outside corner. Riggs leading the team coming into today, hitting .473. She's yet to homer on the season, as the only 2 home runs were by Shelby Davis against Edmonson County last week. The pitch to Riggs is fly ball right field. It's shallow, and it's going to drop. Bratcher will round third, and she's going to come in. The throw is wild, and Grayson County is taking a 1-0 lead. Autumn Riggs goes opposite field. She's going into second, and she's safe as the ball is dropped. So on the throw, Riggs advances to second, and Grayson County gets on the board first in this game. We're going to have a courtesy runner in for Grayson County. It'll be RAIGAN, who will courtesy run for the catcher, Autumn Riggs. So it'll be Lauren Stevenson to step in for Grayson County. She was the hero last night. Lady Cougars' first game of the season. There's a cold strike at the knees. Stevenson watches the 0-1 pitch, and it's a little dribbler to the right side. The first baseman, DURSTON, picks and steps on first base. Lady Cougars pick up 1. And through the first half of an inning, it's Lady Cougs 1, and the Centurions are coming up. This is Lady Cougar softball on K105. Welcome back here to Leitchfield City Park. Lady Cougars get 1 in the top of the first. It's the Lady Centurions. They'll turn to Macy Howells. The catcher will lead off. She is hitting .609 on the season, 3 home runs, 4 triples, and 10 RBIs coming into tonight's game. She's a heck of a start for the Lady Centurions, and she watches a first pitch strike from Mallory Lindsay, who will be the starting pitcher for the Lady Cougars. Audrey Killian pitched game 1 for Grayson County. Howells is a junior, and she flies 1 to left field. JARBOE is under, and there's the first out of the inning. Nice job by JARBOE using the sunglasses and not letting the sun have an impact on that one. Stepping in now for the Lady Centurions will be Madison Rayleigh. Rayleigh hitting .357 runs batted in for the sophomore. Lindsay steps into the circle, winds and showing bunt, and it's going to be a called strike anyways, but our home plate umpire. Lindsay winds her second pitch, fouled off to the left side. Something that we're going to have to keep in mind is that sun is going to set, and it's setting when it goes down as this game goes on. It's going to be similar, and it's going to be into kind of right center field. So not quite center field like you'll have like at Butler County, as there's a swing and a miss. Strike 3 for Mallory Lindsay, gets the first strike out of the game. And it'll turn now to Ava Manning, as Manning on the season hitting .435, 7 runs batted in, a home run, and 2 triples. But again, you think like at Butler County baseball where that sun will set in center field, it's not quite as bad as that. As there's a little dribbler to the third baseman, Bratcher. She throws across the diamond, and it only takes Mallory Lindsay 6 pitches to get through 1. And through 1, it's Lady Cougs leading 1-0. This is Lady Cougar softball on K105. welcome back here to Leitchfield City Park. Grayson County leads this one 1-0. So it'll be Allie Dotson that will step in for the Lady Cougars to lead off the second frame. Ava Manning back in the circle for the Lady Centurions. She winds and fires, and a called strike right down Broadway. That's how our second inning gets underway. Grayson County scored one on a base hit by Autumn Riggs into right field. That has given us our 1-0 lead. They won game one today against Paris by a final score of 18-2. Pitch is low and gets past the catcher Howells and gets to the backstop, and our count moves to 1-1 strike. Manning delivers a pitch that Dotson swings underneath of, and Dotson falls behind here at 1-2 strikes. There have been some decisions will need to be made about whether games will be played here tomorrow. Ball outside, and that'll even up the count here at 2-2 strikes. So we were talking with Ted Hill in between the games, and he said he's still not sure whether they will attempt to play any games tomorrow with the threat of rain looking like it's coming. Dotson dribbles one to the shortstop, Fonte Hall. She throws across the diamond and gets Dotson by a couple of steps. So that was a slow ground ball that Fonte Hall did a nice job charging in to get the first out of the inning. Lady Cougars will now turn to America JARBOE, one of the few seniors on this Lady Cougar team, as I think there's 4 on the team. I think you've got Brianna Dennis, you've got Gracie Franklin, you've got America JARBOE, and you've got Autumn Riggs. And JARBOE fouls one off to the right side. And if you look up and down this team too, there's only a few juniors too, so this team is very young for Grayson County, which is a good sign when you're looking towards the future. JARBOE is showing bunt, she'll pull back, and there's a pitch outside, and our count will move to 1-1 strike. Sam Gormley with you today, though, as this is K105 Digital Productions broadcast of Grayson County Lady Cougar softball. Game 2 of our doubleheader today. JARBOE watches a pitch. It was a little change-up high, and it'll go to 2 balls here and 1 strike. JARBOE again showing bunt. She's ahead in the count. And pitch high and outside. 3 balls and 1 strike. A really nice crowd, though, here today, socially distanced. It seems like for the most part everybody's doing a very good job at that. It's spreading out. So there's multiple fields here as there's a called strike on the outside corner, and our count will move full. As there's games going on at all 4 fields here. So there's 1 at the newer softball complex and 3 down at the bottom. Outside, ball 4, JARBOE works a walk. Nice at bat for the senior America JARBOE. And the Lady Cougars have a runner on first for Arissa Riggs. Riggs looks down at Ted Hill. Curious to see if Ted Hill is a big fan of the bunt, similar to Danny Clark for baseball. Loves the bunt. We don't need to get into rants about whether the bunt actually works or not. Riggs shows bunt, pulls away, and a called strike by the umpire. So again, it's kind of one of these things that, do you bunt, do you not bunt? There's a lot of analytics that go behind it, and some people can say what they want about it. Riggs will bunt one right in front of the plate, and it is a beauty, and she is safe. Beats out the play. Hustling down the line as players ran into one another in front of us here, and Arissa Riggs gets an infield single on the bunt. Beautiful job by Arissa Riggs. She laid down a beauty of a bunt, and you know what? If you do that, then the bunt works, because you don't sacrifice an out and you get on base. Maddie Schultz, the 9-hitter, will step in. She's the designated hitter today for Grayson County. Infield comes in on the corners. The pitch outside for ball 1. See, Ava Manning, she's throwing some gas out there. So I always am just blown away on how softball players can throw as hard as they do. I'm not sure that I'd be able to throw it 30 miles per hour going underhand like that. Schultz swings over top of that one, and our count will move to 1-1 strikes. So you have runners on first and second, 1 out here in the top of the second. Schultz shows bunt, and it's high and outside, and it'll move to 2-1 strike. Annie KIPER is on deck for Grayson County. She's had herself a nice couple of days, so a bunt might not be a terrible call here with 1 down. Try and move runners into second and third for KIPER. Schultz will show bunt again, pulls away, and fouls one off to the right side. So our count will even up here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out in the top of the second. The break-even pitch coming from Manning is a called strike 3 at the knees, and that's the second out of this inning. Annie KIPER will step in. She flew out to left field in her first at bat. But she's had a couple of big smacks today in this game and in the earlier game. Pitch low for ball 1. She just missed a home run against Paris earlier and doubled into right center field on another hit. JARBOE is the runner at second. Riggs is at first, and KIPER dribbles one up the middle. It's dove by the shortstop, and she tries to tag base, and she bobbles it. Doesn't get the play. The runner comes in to score. JARBOE, and the Lady Cougars have taken a 2-0 lead. Fonte Hall couldn't get that ball to come in. And now this is kind of one of these things that, how do you score this? It's one of those things, and I think I'm calling fielder's choice, but the runner is safe. So Fonte Hall bobbled it, and Bratcher will dribble one to the right side. She'll try to beat it out. It was bobbled by the second baseman, and she is out by half a step. The Lady Cougars do get one, and through 1.5, it is 2-0 Lady Cougars. This is Lady Cougars softball on K105. Christensen will lead off for the Lady Centurions. She's the cleanup batter. Mallory Lindsay. It only took her 6 pitches to get the 3 outs in that inning, and there's a fly ball to shallow left field. JARBOE under. Make that 7 pitches to get 4 outs for Grayson County, and that is the epitome of efficiency for Grayson County. Haley Fonte Hall will step in for the Lady Centurions. She's hitting 182 this season with an RBI. Pitch high and outside, and we've had this happen a couple of times. The sun has now gone behind a cloud, and it's very different when that happens here, as it's just a different look. The pitch, foul tip into the glove, and that'll make the count here 1 ball and 1 strikes. Grayson County leading this one 2-0, heads up base running, scored the run in the top half of this inning. The pitch is a ground ball to the right side. Stevenson picks and fires to the right side, and there is the second out of this inning. Carly Fetter will come in for the Lady Centurions, getting her first at bat of this game. In fact, on my roster, she was not listed on to know what year she is. So she was the one player that we didn't know what year she was hitting. As Mallory Lindsay, ground ball right back to her, throwing across the diamond, and Lindsay this time, she took 6 in the first, takes only 5 pitches in the second to retire the Lady Centurions. Through 2, it's Lady Cougs, 2-0. Lady Cougar softball on K105. Shelby Davis will lead off for the Lady Cougars here in the top of the third inning. They lead 2-0. Ava Manning in for her third inning of work, and the first pitch is a cold strike at the knees. I'll tell you, this game is, we've had now, I went to both of the Lady Cougar softball games last night where they played Knox Central in Union County. And we obviously did this game against Paris earlier today as Davis fouls one off behind the plate. And the previous 3 games that we had done had been slow games. This one here, we just hit the 20-minute mark of this game, and we're in the top of the third inning. I love the speed. As that pitch bounces in the dirt, as they would say, Baseball Commissioner Rob Manfred would love this game. It's quick. It's moving along fast. The 1-2 pitch coming to Davis is a ground ball right back to the pitcher Manning. She'll throw over to first, and that's the first out. It'll turn now to AUTUM Rigg. She had the RBI in the first inning with a line drive base hit into right field. She entered today's game leading the Lady Cougars in hitting .473. Riggs digs in. The pitch from Manning is a little dribbler to the second baseman Thompson. She'll throw over, and there is the second out of this inning. And I said that Lindsay was making quick work of the Lady Cougars, of the Lady Centurions. Well, Manning's making quick work here in this inning. It's only 5 pitches to get 2 outs. And I'll turn to Lauren Stevenson. She's 0 for 1 today. Grounded out to the first baseman in her first at-bat. The pitch, cold strike on the outside corner. Manning from the circle, winds and fires, swing and a miss on an inside pitch. And falling behind here at no balls and 2 strikes is the sophomore second baseman, Lauren Stevenson. She takes a long stare down to Ted Hill, Lady Cougars' first-year head coach. And the pitch, swing and a miss, and that is the inning. Quickly moving are we in this one through 2.5. It's Grayson County 2, Cal nothing. This is Lady Cougar softball on K105. It'll be Trinity CHELF to lead off for the Lady Centurions. As it's been 6 up and 6 down in this game so far. Lindsay's pitch is a ground ball right back to Lindsay. It's off her glove. Stevenson will try to recover, throwing across. Got her by half a step. 1-4-3 is how you'll score that one. And nice job by Stevenson as heads up to know just to be ready and go, off balance, make that throw to first. So it'll be Sam Durston to step in, the first baseman. Pitch high and outside for ball 1. And Mallory Lindsay, this next pitch here as we are in the bottom of the third inning, will be the 14th pitch of the game. And it's a ground ball foul down the third base line. That'll make our count 1 ball and 1 strike. Yeah, for the last 3 games, though, that we've had that have been marathons, this one is moving along quick. Lindsay's pitch, swing and a miss. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Sam Durston swung right over top of that one. And the freshman will step back into the batter's box. Righty on righty, fouled off behind the plate. And we'll do the 1-2 pitch one more time. Durston walked about halfway up the line to gather herself before this pitch from Lindsay. And it's a fly ball left field. It's in foul territory, and it is going to move out of play. JARBOE chased that one after that one for a long way, but just ran out of real estate down that side. And if Durston would have straightened that one out, that one would have been probably pretty close to a home run. The 1-2 outside. That'll even up our count here, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Mallory Lindsay has thrown more pitches now to Durston than she did, I think, in the first and second inning combined. And there's a little change-up. Strike 3. She freezes her. That would be about the speed that I would throw out there if I'd be out there throwing, but it looks perfect and it freezes Durston. And Cal will now turn to Reagan Gray. Reagan Gray, the 9-hole hitter, fouls one off behind the plate. Two 2-0 Lady Cougars, bottom of the third. Lady Cougars scored 1 in the top of the first and the top of the second as well. The pitch from Lindsay is a fly ball center field. KIPER's got it, and that is the inning. Lady Cougars through 3 lead this one 2-0. This is Lady Cougar softball on K105. Welcome back here to Leitchfield City Park. Allie Dotson will lead off this inning for the Lady Cougars. So we are in the top of the 4th inning. This game moving along quickly. 27 minutes into this one, and we're already in the 4th. Ava Manning out for her 4th inning of work. And the first pitch is a called strike to Allie Dotson. Dotson 0 for 1 in tonight's game. Grounded out to shortstop in her first at-bat. Manning, the quick worker, lines and fires, and Dotson fouls one off the right side. And Roger Riggs, the first base coach, just kind of turned around and watched that one land just behind him, as that was kind of in what I like to call no man's land, where if the right fielder was playing on the line or something like that, might have been able to make a play on it, but you have to be almost Billy Hamilton speed to make a play on that one. The 0-2 pitch outside, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Dotson bends the knees, spins the bat, swing and a miss. There's strike 3. Allie Dotson goes down on strikes. And the Lady Cougars will now turn to America JARBOE. JARBOE walked in the last inning. I believe she did come around to score, though, in that inning. She did. She came around to score on the fielder's choice. JARBOE shows bunt. There's one down here in the top of the 4th. She pulls back now and watches a pitch right down Broadway for strike 1. On the on-deck circle will be Arissa Riggs for the Lady Cougars. They got the 2-0 lead in this game. Pulls back the bunt again, and it's a dribbler to the second baseman. Off her glove. She'll recover. Not in time. JARBOE hustling down the line. Reaches on the error, and Grayson County is a runner on first with 1 down in the inning. That's how you hustle down the line to make something out of potentially nothing. So it'll now be Arissa Riggs. She's 1 for 1 today as she reached on a bunt single in her first at-bat. And it was a beauty of a bunt right in front of the plate. She's going to show bunt again. This one's fouled off to the left side. Riggs just needs to straighten that one out a little bit and see what she can't do with it. It's one of these things, though, that as Grayson learned last night, no lead is ever safe. After Union County scored 19 in the top of the 7th. Ball outside, and they'll move the count to 1 ball and 1 strike. Again, Grayson County, they are scheduled as of right now to play some games tomorrow. But Mother Nature doesn't seem like it's going to cooperate with that. So it looks like Grayson County might not, and there's a little bunt down the third base line. It's fair, and the throw is off the glove of the first baseman, and JARBOE will move over to third base as the play will be an error there by the first baseman as she wasn't able to catch the ball, and Grayson County has runners on the corners with only 1 down in the inning. So the error by the first baseman, JARBOE, went to third. It'll be Maddie Schultz, the 9-hitter. Runners on the corners, 1 down, 2-0 Lady Cougars. There's a pitch called strike, and stealing is Riggs on the play is the catcher. I don't think knew that she was off until it was too late. So now Grayson County has runners on second and third, 1 down. Hit to the outfield could add 2 to this lead for Grayson. And Schultz will foul that one off to the right side. On the on-deck circle is Annie KIPER. And she's been swinging the bat very well, as we mentioned a couple of times today. Manning's pitch to Schultz is low for ball 1. It's one of these things, if you're Schultz, you just got to stay alive here. Anything close, wait for your pitch. If anything, foul it off, wait for that pitch. Manning's pitch to Schultz is a swing and a miss. That's the second out of the inning, and it'll be Annie KIPER. She's 0 for 2 today. But again, she reached on a fielder's choice in her last at-bat and flew out to deep left field in her first at-bat. She swung, hit the ball hard both times. The pitch to KIPER is fouled off to the right side. So looking at stats, and again, I don't have a lot of stats. I have stats from 3 games, at least entering today's game. And one thing with Annie is that she is up hitting. She only averages seeing about 2.7 pitches per at-bat, which is last on the team in that category, and meaning that she sees the least amount of pitches per at-bat. Now again, you can read into that how you want. When you make contact, it doesn't matter if you see 1 pitch or you see 7. If you get a hit, I don't think it really matters. The 1-1, KIPER will foul one off in the box. It's kind of one of those things that, I guess in her eyes, she's seeing her pitch early on. And when you get a lot of pitchers, they're going to pound strikes, so make sure that you get your pitch. The 1 ball and 2 strike pitch to KIPER is outside. Good eye for KIPER. That'll even up our count here. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs, top of the 4th inning. Runners on second and third. JARBOE at third. Riggs is at second. The wind and the pitch from Manning is a little drooper, and it is caught by Manning inside the circle, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. Lady Cougars strand 2 in scoring position, and through 3.5, they lead 2-0. This is Lady Cougar softball on K105. Inning we come. Back to the top of the order for Christian Academy. It's going to be Macy Howell. She flew out to deep left field in her first at-bat. And first pitch is outside for ball 1. Mallory Lindsay very efficient through the first 3 innings. 21 pitches. And that was only her 4th ball of this game. And there's a fly ball left field. If it's fair, it's gone. It is at the wall, and it is going to be off the glove, and it's a foul ball. So that was deep down the left field line. I thought it was going to carry out of here, but take a deep breath, Lady Cougar fans. That's a foul ball. America JARBOE was off her glove. She went a long way to almost make a play on that one, as that was a tough, tough play. So the 1-1 pitch coming here. Mallory Lindsay to Macy Howes. Ball low and outside. And Lindsay will fall behind here at 2 balls and 1 strike. Lindsay winds and fires, and there's a fly ball left center field. KIPER on her horse, looks up, that one's gone. Home run by Macy Howes puts Christian Academy on the board, and it is a 2-1 game. They weren't going to catch that one as a left center field home run. And that was a bomb. 2-1 now here in the bottom of the 4th inning. That's the first hit of the game, too, for Christian Academy. There have been 3 perfect innings for Mallory Lindsay up to that point. Madison Rayleigh will step in for Christian Academy. There's a pitch high and outside for ball 1. Now, if you're Grayson County here, the last thing you need is the wheels to come off. One bad thing happened, put it behind you, and move on. So there's a ground ball off the foot of Lindsay, and it's going to go into right center field for a base hit. Rayleigh takes a hard turn, and it gets past the the shortstop Davis, but luckily the runner will stay at second. And this is not looking good here for Grayson County. Ava Manning will step in. Still nobody out in the inning. Christian Academy has already scored 1 run in the inning. The pitch fouled off to the right side, out of play. And it's one of these things, if you're Mallory Lindsay, if anything, step off, step out of the circle, take a deep breath, recollect yourself, and step in and refocus to make a play. The pitch showing bunt and fouling it off behind the plate. And Lindsay's ahead in the count here at 0 balls and 2 strikes. The sun is now peaked back down behind that cloud that it had been on for about the past 10 minutes. So it's kind of right in our eyes here. Lindsay's 0-2 pitch to Ava Manning. Pitcher on pitcher is outside. Throwing down to first. The pickoff attempt, she's in safely, is Rayleigh. Dotson's tag was just a little bit slow. Riggs is going to step out, and she's going to talk to Lindsay in the circle right now. And it's probably one of these things like we were just talking. Take a deep breath. You're still doing fine. You still got the lead. You're ahead in this count 1-2. Let's make a good pitch and get the first out of this inning. The 1-2 pitch to Ava Manning for Mallory Lindsay. She toes the circle and lets it fly, and it's a fly ball straight up into the air. Dotson is under, and there's the first out of the inning. Nice job by Dotson to not let the sun become an impact on that. And it'll be Caitlin Christensen who will step in for the Lady Centurions. 1 down in the inning, a runner at first is Rayleigh. Pitch from Lindsay is a little dribbler to the right side. Lindsay will gather and throw on to the second baseman, Stevenson, to get the second out of the inning. So the runner will advance to second. 1-4 is that put out on that one. And it'll be Haley Fonte Hall to step in. She grounded out to the second baseman, Stevenson, in her first at bat. Two to 1 is the score, and there's a base hit into right field. It is gathered by Riggs. They're going to wave the runner home. The throw to the plate is in safely. The throw down to second, and Fonte Hall is going to be dead as a doornail to get the third out of the inning. But the Lady Centurions do tie us up, and through 4, it's 2-2. This is Lady Cougar softball on K105. 2-2 as we head to the top of the 5th inning. Grayson County and Christian Academy of Louisville in a battle here. This is a good game here. As leading off for Grayson County will be Addie Bratcher. Lady Cougar's going to try and retake the lead in this one. And Bratcher will fly one into the outer edge of the infield, and the shortstop Fonte Hall will come in to make the play on that one. 1 pitch, 1 out for Grayson County. And they'll now turn here to Shelby Davis for Grayson County. Trying to get the rally going as Davis is 0 for 2 in today's game. She grounded out to the pitcher and grounded out to the second baseman. And the first pitch to her is a ball outside. It's top of the 5th inning in this one, 2-2. Pitch high for ball 2. As Davis is ahead in the count here. It's a hitter's count at 2 balls and no strikes. 1 down here in this inning. Pitch to Davis is a called strike just on the outer edge. And 2 balls and 1 strike moves our count. Davis, when she makes contact, does have some pop in her bat. She swings over top of that one, and that'll even up our count here at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So the break-even pitch coming from Ava Manning to Shelby Davis. And it is fouled off to the right side out of play. Autumn Riggs will stand in the on-deck circle for Grayson County. She's already got an RBI in today's game. The pitch, swing and a miss. Davis goes down on strikes. And Grayson County will now turn to Autumn Riggs. Riggs singled and drove in a run in the first and grounded out to second base in her second at bat. 2 down here in the inning. Riggs steps in, and there's a pitch in the dirt for ball 1. Again, as we mentioned in the first game, we have a camera stationed, one that's actually being moved out in straightaway center field, and we had said that if we were talking with Autumn before the game as she fouls that one off to the right side, that if she can hit the camera, she can get $5. She said that that's her goal, and she came close in the first game. It's a poke, though, to straightaway center field. The 1-1 pitch is a fly ball to center field. It's not going to be deep enough to hit the camera, but it's going to be deep enough to get a base hit for Grayson County. Line drive hit right up the middle for Autumn Riggs. Grayson County has a runner on first here, and there's going to be a courtesy runner. It'll be Reagan Cave that will step in for Autumn Riggs. Lauren Stevenson will come in to hit for Grayson County. She's grounded out to first and struck out swinging. Manning watches a pitch low at the knees, called strike by our home plate umpire tonight. As this Cal team is going to be playing Butler County here at 7 o'clock at this field. Grayson County will be done for the night after this one. Pitch high, Lauren Stevenson watches, pickoff attempt down to Reagan Cave, but she slides in ahead of the tag. So our count moves to 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner on first, 2 outs, top of the 5th inning. It's 2-2 between Grayson County and Christian Academy of Louisville. The pitch is a fly ball, shallow right field. The right fielder comes in, Shelf to make the play. Through 4.5, we're all tied up at 2. Grayson County Lady Cougar softball right here on K105. It'll be Carly Fetter to lead off here for the Lady Centurions, the bottom of the 5th inning. And she flies one to straightaway center field. KIPER back to the track, to the wall, looks up, that's gone. Carly Fetter, first pitch swinging, gives Christian Academy of Louisville their first lead of the game with a home run to straightaway center field. (3-2) Lady Centurions. Trinity CHELF will step into the box now for Christian Academy. She grounded out to the pitcher in her first at bat. First pitch, swing and a miss on the outside corner. Nice pitch by Mallory Lindsay. And again, like I said last inning, after Cal tied the game up at 2, don't let this turn into letting the wheels fall off here. Yes, you just gave up the lead. There's still a lot of softball left to play. Ball outside. I mean, you are guaranteed at least 2 more at-bats if you can get out of this. And they were down, I think it was 3-2 last night against Knox Central in the bottom of the 7th inning and picked up the win. Anything can happen. Fouled off. CHELF. That'll move our count here to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Lindsay into the circle, sets and wheels, and it is a slow pitch that's a ground ball right back to Lindsay. She'll pick, she'll fire, and there's the first out of the inning. Sam Durston will come in. She struck out looking in her first at bat. That was Lindsay when she was in the heat of it. She sent down the first 9 batters in this game. Durston with a bat on her right shoulder. The pitch, called, strike on the outside corner. Lindsay again steps to the circle. Pitch, swing and a miss. Nice pitch by Lindsay, and she's ahead in the count here at 0 balls and 2 strikes. Durston trying to stay alive in this at-bat. The pitch just misses on the outside corner. Ahead in the count still is Lindsay. And there's a little blooper into shallow center / behind the second baseman. And the shortstop Davis will make the play on that for the second out of the inning. That'll bring up RAIGAN Gray, the number 9 hitter. She lined out to KIPER on a screamer in her first at bat. As the pitch to Gray, she fouls it off to the left side, a little dribbler that AUTUM Riggs will go and chase down. Sounds like as we're, with all of the fields that are happening, we can hear some screaming down at, I think, the far field. I don't know who's playing down there or what's happening, but sounds like somebody's getting very excited. There's a pitch outside. I'll make our count here at 1 ball and 1 strike. As I'm not sure which teams are playing down there or what it is, but fans are getting into it. The 1-1 is a called strike on the inside corner. Nice pitch. Froze RAIGAN Gray on the inside. Lindsay ahead here at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Bottom of the 5th inning. Cal has taken the lead in this one. And there's a little changeup. Just misses. Didn't miss by much at all for Mallory Lindsay as she tried that changeup in there. It's almost like an ephus of sorts. She'll speed one up, and there's a fly ball right field. Riggs is under, and there is the third out of the inning. Through 5, Christian Academy has taken the lead in this one, and they lead 3-2. This is Lady Cougar softball on K105. be Allie Dotson to lead off here for the Lady Cougars. Ava Manning in for her 6th inning of work. So far in this game for Manning through the first 5. 5 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned, a walk, and 5 strikeouts. She's left 6 Lady Cougars on base. Allie Dotson today 0 for 2. Struck out and grounded out to the shortstop as she fouls the first pitch off behind the plate and out of play. Grayson County trying to get back the run that they lost as they lost the lead here in the bottom half of the final inning. It's in the bottom half of the 5th. It was a home run to straightaway center field that gave the Lady Centurions the lead that they have now at 3-2. They've hit 2 home runs in this game. 1 ball and 1 strike pitch here to Allie Dotson. The line to the pitch again bounces to the plate. Dotson's ahead in the count here, 2 balls and 1 strike. Hitters count here. Make sure you can get your pitch if you're Grayson. Ted Hill yells to swing away, and that's what Dotson does, and she swings over top of it. And our count will move to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Dotson trying to start the rally here for Grayson County. We are going to play at least 1 more inning in this one. The pitch outside, good eye by Dotson. She watches that pitch squirt off the right side of the plate. And we'll go full here. 3-2 pitch coming from Ava Manning to Allie Dotson. Junior on sophomore. Dotson fouls it off, and we'll do it one more time. It's a good job by Dotson, just staying alive, waiting for your pitch. The 7th pitch at the at-bat comes from Manning. And ball 4. Nice job, Dotson. She did a nice job holding up. At first, I think she thought she was going to swing, and I think we're going to have a pinch runner. So it'll be a pinch runner into the game for Grayson County. It'll be Ella Gibson to pinch run. America JARBOE will come up for Grayson. So it'll be JARBOE. She's 0 for 1. Walked and reached on an error. So she's been on base both times in this one. Runner on first, nobody out here in the top of the 6th. JARBOE bunts, and it's fouled off to the left side. It'll be interesting to see if Ted Hill might start the runners here, as the second baseman is playing way off the bag. I mean, the second baseman is not playing in, I guess, what you would quote-unquote call double play formation at all. JARBOE pulls back the bunt, flies one to left center field. The left fielder, Rayleigh, is under for the first out of the inning. Off the bat, that looked better, but it'll be allowed out for America JARBOE, and that's the first out of this inning. It'll be Arissa Riggs. She's 1 for 1 today. She had a bunt single and sacrificed. Will Ted Hill with 1 out call for the sacrifice, or will he try to set the runners in motion? Runner on first. Called strike. So again, Ella Gibson is the runner at first base. The 0-1. Riggs, fly ball, right center field. The right fielder chases and makes the catch. CHELF in there that'll be the second out of the inning, and Grayson County's making good contact. Just hit right at players. We're going to have a substitution, a pinch hitter into the game. It'll be RAIGAN Cave to pinch hit for Maddie Schultz. So Cave will get the first batter of this game. Runner on first. She's the tying run. Cave is the go-ahead run at the plate. Grayson County led most of this one, but Cal has scored 3 runs in the last 2 innings to take the 3-2 advantage. Ball inside. RAIGAN Cave watches that one, and Ella Gibson slides in after Ava Manning faked the throw back to first. The 1-0 to RAIGAN Cave. She stares in and watches a pitch right down the middle. That'll even up the count here at 1 ball and 1 strike. Cave the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Off and running is Gibson, and she is safe in ahead of the throw as the throw is bobbled and dropped by the shortstop. And now it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. So we have time called. I guess the umpire's moving into a different position. I wasn't sure at first what he was doing, but he's just moving into the left side of the infield instead of the right side. The 1 ball and 2 strike pitch to RAIGAN Cave. 2 outs here in the inning, and Cave stays alive by fouling that one off. If you can get one through for Grayson, you can tie this game up with a hit to the outfield. The 1-2 from Ava Manning is a ground ball to the second baseman, Thompson. She pitched, she fires, and that's the inning. Through 5.5, Christian Academy leads 3-2. This is Lady Cougar softball on K105. It'll be Howes to lead off for Christian Academy, and she flies one to left field. Running in is JARBOE, diving and can't make the play. Howes will go into second base standing up, and a leadoff double for Christian Academy is how we get started in this inning. As Howes was the homer, she's hit the ball hard every single time. And immediately I think, are we going to have a courtesy run or no? I don't know what. I think she was taking off her wrap or something. Oh no, she's putting on a glove on her hand, which usually means steal. So you saw that become popular in baseball over the past couple of seasons, where in a way too it adds a couple more inches to your hand. Showing bunt, and the pitch is high and outside from Mallory Lindsay. And now they throw the ball away, and going into third base on the throw as it goes off of Mallory Lindsay's glove. And that is not what you need if you're Grayson County. So Howes moves over to third base. The 1-0 pitch is inside for ball 2. You're going to need to work some magic here if you're Grayson. You don't want that other runner to score. The 3-2 pitch, or the 2-0 pitch is outside, and it's now 3 balls and no strikes to Madison Rayleigh. Rayleigh is 1 for 2. She struck out in single. The 3-0 from Lindsay. Showing bunt, pulling away, called strike. That's again the old 3-0 strike right there. The 3-1 from Lindsay. Ground ball to the third baseman, Bratcher. She fakes the throw, and she's not even going to make a throw. So I guess that's a fielder's choice of sorts there for Addie Bratcher faked the throw across the diamond. She thought the runner was going to score, and there's a ball outside, and the runner, in fact, is going to take second on that. Defensive indifference for Grayson County. They're worried about that runner at third, but at the same time, you got to worry about the runner at the plate as well, because there's still nobody out in this inning. Ava Manning up to bat for Cal. She watches the pitch high and outside. Manning 0 for 2. It's popped out to first. Grounded out to the third baseman. Fouled off to the right side. 2 balls and 1 strike now. Got to get an out here, and a strikeout would be even better if you're Grayson. Mallory Lindsay winds and fires, and it's a fly ball into shallow left field. Shelby Davis makes a diving play, the shortstop. Nice play, and no runners will advance because of it. Nice play by Davis. Caitlin Christensen will come in. She's flown out to left field and grounded out to the pitcher tonight. She shows bunt, and it's fouled. That was a little bit of a suicide squeeze right there. One of my favorite plays in baseball. I guess in a way, I mean, it's kind of a safety squeeze because of how it works in softball, but I love it. So 0-1 pitch here to Caitlin Christensen. Again, 0 for 2. Ground out to the pitcher and a fly out to shallow left field. The pitch, she shows bunt again and fouls it off again. Again, the runners were off on that bunt. She's in business now, Mallory Lindsay. No balls and 2 strikes. The wind in the pitch by Lindsay is a line drive into left field for a base hit. 1 run will score. The second runner is coming to the plate. The relay is not going to happen. And it is 5-2, Christian Academy on a line drive base hit into left field. Tough way for this game to go for Mallory Lindsay. She's thrown the ball very well tonight. I mean, the biggest thing with her, too, is that she's throwing strikes. 73% of her pitches have been strikes tonight. Stepping in, Haley Fonte Hall. She singled into right field and grounded out to the second baseman today. 1 down in the inning. Cold strike on the outside corner. They tried to pick off the runner down at first, but she slides in ahead of the tag. Again, Cal will play 1 more game today. They're going to play Butler County after this one. Pitch inside, gets to the backstop, and diving in safely at second is Christensen. So 1 ball, 1 strike. The runner moves into scoring position. Fonte Hall in and pitching. Fly ball center field. KIPER has it read and makes the catch and immediately fires to third base. That's the second out of the inning. Carly Feder, last time up, she homered to straightaway center field. And it was a moonshot, too. The pitch from Lindsay is outside for ball 1. So it's 5-2, Christian Academy. For the Lady Cougars in the next inning, in the top of the 7th, they will go with the top of the order. It'll be KIPER, Bratcher, and Davis. Second pitch runs off the plate, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. And an attempted pickoff down to second. Stevenson did a nice job catching that one before it rolled into center field. The third baseman, Feder, waves the bat around, and it's outside for ball 3. I'm not sure if this is one of these things that Lindsay remembers what happened last time on the home run or what it might be. The pitch. Outside, 4-pitch walk. And Trinity CHELF will check in here and step into the box. She is grounded out to the pitcher twice here in this game. Runners on first and second. 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Christian Academy trying to add some more insurance runs in this one. The pitch, swing and a miss on the outside corner. So if you're Grayson, you got to get an out here. You don't need another run to score. The 0-1 is a ground ball to the shortstop, Davis. She'll throw on to Bratcher for the fielder's choice, and that is the inning. Lady Cougars will come up. They trail by 3 in the top of the 7th. This is Lady Cougar softball on K105. KIPER will lead off the top of the 7th inning for Grayson County. They trail by 3 in this one against Christian Academy, and the first pitch is a ball low. Ava Manning is in for her 7th inning of work, trying to finish off the Lady Cougars. She's throwing the ball very well. The pitch to KIPER is a cold strike at the knees, but right down the middle of the plate. And that'll even up our count here at 1 ball and 1 strike. Nobody out here. Top of the 7th. The Lady Cougars need to score 3 to stay in this one. KIPER, fly ball, left center field, looking up. That one's gone! Home run, Annie KIPER to lead off the inning. And Grayson County has brought this one to within 2 at 5-3. I've been waiting for it this entire game. KIPER had been swinging the bat like crazy today, and she homers to left field. And Grayson County, it's 5-3. That's how you get it done, and now it's only 2 runs. A lot can happen now. Addie Bratcher, she's 1 for 3 today. She singled to second, flew out to shortstop, and grounded out to the second baseman. And the first pitch is outside for ball 1. Be interesting to see if Christian Academy, how long they'll stick with Ava Manning, or if they're going to go with her no matter how many pitches she throws. This will be 96 for her, and it's a foul ball down the right field line, nearly hitting first base coach Roger Riggs as he dove out of the way of that one. It rolls all the way down the line. So Annie KIPER homers to lead off this inning. And the pitch to Bratcher is inside for ball 1. Or for ball 2, sorry. So it'll be 2 balls and 1 strike. Bratcher's in a hitter's count now. It's kind of one of those things. That pitch was inside. You almost pull a Derek Dietrich there, and you turn around and let it plunk you on the shoulder. The pitch inside, ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike for Bratcher. Now if you're Ted Hill, do you go green light or do you hold off here at 3-1? The pitch is, a cold strike. It was low and inside, but the umpire disagreed, and it goes 3 balls and 2 strikes. Full count pitch here. Nobody out, top of the 7th. Lady Cougars trail by 2. The pitch is a called strike 3 right down the middle. The little changeup freezes Bratcher, and that's the first out of the inning. That was pitch number 100 tonight for Ava Manning. Shelby Davis 0 for 3 today. She's grounded out to second, grounded out to the pitcher, and struck out swinging in tonight's game. The wind in the pitch by Manning is in the dirt for ball 1. And the Lady Cougars are the road team in this game, so they need to score to keep this one alive. The pitch, high for ball 2. Manning might be tiring a little bit out on the mound. She's thrown 11 pitches, only 5 for a strike in this inning. And there's a strike called at the knees for Shelby Davis. 2 balls, 1 strike. Probably it's one of these things, if you're Ted Hill, you tell her, there you go, you saw the strike, now let's get a hit. Get your pitch here. The 2-1 pitch from Manning. is a pitch right down the middle. And that'll even up our count here, 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 down in the inning. Manning trying to shut the door on the Lady Cougars. Davis trying to get the run on place. And it is a swing and a miss. And the Lady Cougars are down to their final out. And it'll be AUTUM Riggs that they'll look to keep this game alive. AUTUM Riggs calls timeouts. She's 2 for 3 today. She singled to center, singled to right, and grounded out to the second baseman. And the first pitch is a ground ball. First baseman, DURSTON, she steps on the bag, and that is that. Lady Cougars fall tonight by a final score of 5-3 to Christian Academy of Louisville. We'll come back, wrap up our day after this. This is Grayson County Lady Cougar softball on K105. Welcome back here to the Leitchfield City Park, where the Grayson County Lady Cougars are losers tonight against Christian Academy of Louisville by a final score of 5-3. As it was a good game here today. As in the top of the first inning, Grayson County got 1 run in this, as it was AUTUM Riggs who drove in 1 as she singled into right field, making it a 1-0 game. Lady Cougars scored on a fielder's choice in the top of the second to make it 2-0. And that's kind of where the offense went stagnant for Grayson County. Is in the bottom of the 4th, it was the Lady Centurions who got the ball started. It was in that bottom of 4, a leadoff home run by Howells made it 2-1. Rayleigh singled. She advanced to second base on a ground out and singled on a base hit by Fonte Hall to tie us up at 2. And then in the bottom of the 5th inning, first pitch that Fetter saw, she homered to straightaway center field, giving Cal the lead. They would not give back. It was 3-2. Grayson County threatened again in the 8th inning. Nothing could go across. Howells had a leadoff double. Rayleigh reached on a play as well, and both went around to score on a Christensen line drive single that made it 5-2 Cal. And then in the top of the 7th inning, it was a home run by Annie KIPER to lead off for Grayson County, making it 5-3. But that's where it ended for the Lady Cougars. Mallory Lindsay threw a really good game here tonight for Grayson County. As her final line, pitching-wise, she gets the loss. 6 innings pitched, 6 hits, 5 runs, 5 earned, 2 strikeouts, 1 walk. She threw the ball very well. I think if you're a Grayson County fan, you have to be very pleased with how she pitched in this game. Ava Manning picks up the win for the Lady Centurions. 7 innings pitched, 5 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned, 7 strikeouts, 2 walks, and did give up that home run to Annie KIPER. Grayson County Lady Cougars might be playing tomorrow. I don't think so, though. It didn't seem like Ted Hill was very confident whether that there will be games that we'll be able to get in due to rain or not. If they are, we'll try to bring you some updates from that one. No live stream. And then we will have our next live stream of Lady Cougar softball next Thursday, as they will host Meade County. And then next Friday, they'll host Whitesville Trinity. So we've got 3 K105 Digital Productions broadcasts next week. Cougar baseball against Meade County on Monday. and then Thursday and Friday for Lady Cougar softball. Wraps up our coverage here today. Lady Cougars split a doubleheader. They won the first game against Paris by a final score of 18-2. I want to thank the K105 Digital Productions crew for their work here tonight. Cody Brock was your camera operator. Chase Blaine was your director. So tonight, where the Lady Cougars split the doubleheader with an 18-2 win against Paris and a 5-3 loss to Christian Academy of Louisville. This is Sam Gormley saying, so long, everyone.